Oh my goodness. Okay, listen. I was trying to get the clock app set up and I got sidetracked. So now I have this giant monitor in front of me that Mr. Heather put up and I can see the chats. Um but I need this chat. No, don't go over there. I have four monitors and I'm doing my best. Okay. Let's see. All right. Yay. Now I can see all the chats. I mean, it's not perfect, but it works. Okay. So I am making these drawstring bags. Um, they're for like small projects. So the small project I have in there right now is a giant granny square that I am going to turn into, hang on, so you can see the vision, an e-reader cover. I have magnetic buttons, so it'll be like, here, wait, let me put in my tablet for full effect. Hold up. And it's a little stretchy, so it can fit like Kindle, regular sized iPad, probably like a not too thick hardcover book. I'm gonna go to a bookstore, like if bookstores even still exist, and do some testing and see like, because I might need another row. I don't know, but this is how it is right now. So there is that. I signed up to sell things in my school's art fair. It is in November. I will put more details on the website. But it's in November and I'll be selling my wares because in my market research, I realized that my target does not shop online. Like they shop in person. They need to touch things. Like they need the connection. So actually, you know what? Let me put this chat over here. Now that I don't know how to put the thing back in the window. Is there another button? Extended chat. And no, I'll just leave it how it is. But yes, I can see all the chats now. Yay! Um, I wonder if it's showing up weird for you guys. It might be. I think it is. Dang it. Okay. Hold please, TikTok. Oh no! Technical difficulties. I knew that was gonna happen. Y'all just bear with me because Live Studio is not letting me use the camera right now. So I have to do some kind of sketchy stuff to get everything to fit. Nope, that's too big. That's okay. We're gonna get it. Luckily, no one is watching the TikTok live right now. Okay, I think I think we got it. There we go. I was like, why does it look like that? Like, what is happening? Oh my gosh, my nose is so runny. And yes, I am using a hand embroidered, like, because that's what it's for. It's functional. Okay, so anyway, I'm making these bags out of this strangely useful um, polyester cotton. Hey, y'all, hey everybody on the Clock app and the U of Tubes and the Twitch app. Hang on, it says there was an error. What is that? I'm gonna just pop the other stream chat out. Oh no, it resized my thing again. Stop it. It's probably fine. Now that I'm like filling with it, people are coming. Technical difficulties. Not message redacted. Are y'all cussing in the YouTube chat? I don't even know. Lord have mercy. Please don't be cussing in the YouTube chat. Looking at my schematics. Interesting. Okay. I feel like Batman in here. Like, I'll do a studio tour one of these days, but now I have it actually like set up how I want. So I'm like, now I'm Batman. I'm over here now. Okay. So I need, first of all, I need to decide how many of these I'm going to make. Because the temptation, oh, there's my seam ripper. I've been looking for that. I popped it into my handy dandy craft bin. So now I can see it. All right. Not the snap wrapper. I also brought my chocolate stash in here because I'm tired of going to the kitchen for chocolate and it like not being there. So, and I want them to be, they don't have to be Halloween-y. So maybe I'll separate the super Halloween-y from like the blender fabrics. Like, oh, but this one is definitely Edgar Allan Poe coated, no? Like, quoth the raven, nevermore. Yes. Hey, cool kid. Thanks for tuning in. See, it's better now I have the screen. I can see. But to be fair, streaming across multiple platforms is difficult. Okay, that's one. And then I think I want Spiderweb and Ghosty. That's cute. That'll be 2. Oh, that's right. And if you're on the U of Tubes, I know I'm dancing. There is music, I promise. I don't want to get the violation. Okay, so pink spiderweb, what, and skull. That's cute. Okay. The pumpkin is like super, super, I mean, not that it's not all super Halloween, but some of it is like, and these will be available in the shop too, because like, who doesn't love a tiny project bag? I really like this polka dot. That'll work. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I would like to have enough left to make like, I don't know, a cute table runner or something. I mean, I have the giant quilt back there that I'm gonna like rip down into smaller quilts, but you know what I can't see is the Twitch. The Twitch messages. Hang on. Let me. Oh. My computer is very upset. Hopefully it's like camera source obstructed. No, it's not. Okay, well the clock app might be weird. They've been super annoying lately. I like a spider web and pumpkin. Okay. This heart skull is really cute. I could do all pumpkins. There you go. What else we got? Oh, little ghosties. I could do a little ghosty pumpkin. Okay, so a little ghosty pumpkin. And then I know exactly what to do. This bow. I was hoping there would be another one of these in there. Oh, do we like the bow with the skulls? Yeah, I like it. Hi Janice, welcome. We're making little mini project bags. One drawstring, which I wasn't sure if I liked the one drawstring or not, but this shape is kind of cute because it becomes like a little triangle, and there is like an actual I think it's a Japanese style cloth purse that is this triangle shape. You make one of the handles longer than the other and it pulls up through, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And it kind of looks like a little dumpling, so I like it. So I'm making more of these to sell at the art fair and on my website. Oh wait a minute, not the pink ghosties. Wait, should we do like a pink ghosty pumpkin? There's only a few squares left, so we might as well just look at all of them. Okay, I definitely like pink ghosty pumpkin. And yeah, the rest of these are gonna be bags. Okay. I was like, cause like, I don't really wanna quilt this fabric. Like, it's not stretchy at all. So it's gonna be like, I mean, I guess it's stretchy on the bias a little bit, but not like really nice quilting cotton, which is good for something like a project bag, but something like a blanket that you want to like touch. I feel like my microphone picks up every sound. I'm gonna listen to the playback and see, but like, I'm gonna require that people use faucets on the other side of the house. Okay, so what have we got? I'm not gonna lie, I really like the idea of a black and white one. Very like Lenore. Also, these are like very the raven coated bags. Are you a goth crafter? Okay, and then I like this dot. Cool. And then I just have one left that I can like cut into scraps or turn into like a little pencil case or something, like, because I have other scraps of fabric. Yeah, okay. Because there isn't anything I want to use more, right? No. Okay. Cute. Okay, so now these, I'm gonna just pair them together while I'm sewing the rolled hems. But we're gonna be sewing 5011 rolled hems today. This is my favorite. I might keep this one. Like, I really like that ghosty. I can't. I need a sip of milk tea. Also, everyone, if you like quick crafts, I post one-page craft tutorials on my Patreon, and this is this month's craft, a little reusable coffee sleeve. Hey, this ghosty is without a partner. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay, because we might have to, okay, so I will use this all up. Then I'm gonna separate this and we'll do a ghosty polka dot and a witch hat pumpkin. That's cute. I'm looking at it in my small camera to like see if the designs are pure. Hi! Also, if you're watching on the Twitch app and you're not subscribed to my channel, why not? not? You won't have to watch the commercials. But there is a commercial coming up, so that's what I say. Like and subscribe if wherever you are, all the likes and follows help my channel out. Okay. My clippies. Where are the rest of, I have like 200 of these. Do I know where the rest of them are? No. They were in a box and everything, and then I took them out of the box, and now I'm using the box for thread. This is what I get for taking them out. Anyway, I got ChatGPT to make me a production schedule for getting ready for this craft fair at College of the Desert on November something. 20th? I want to say it's November 20th. So like I'm making like gift things. Handmade gifts, which is what I make anyway, but since it'll be like gift giving season, I'm like trying to target crafty holiday shoppers. I'm gonna have a range of things. There will be these cute little project bags. I am also making crochet headbands, which there's video of that all over my socials. And then I'm making more than one of these Kindle / like book sleeves, by the way. I got some really cute yarn and I'm just like, I gotta keep the crochet hook with it though. That's the key. Like you get a little bag, you keep the hook with your project, and then you don't forget. But I have another variegated yarn like this in blue. And like I said, I'm gonna do a little magnet button so it closes. You don't have to press on it because it's a magnet. Like it'll be very fancy. Where'd my iPad go? I mean, I have to show the vision. Like, I need you to see the vision. And I guess, like, if I was doing it for a bigger book, I could make it more, like, envelope-y, but I would like it to be snug. And this yarn actually feels really nice to touch, so that's my other thing. And then, of course, I'll have the craft bins, which I have here. These need to get sewn. And then there will be these coaster jar openers. This is like a grippy sticky. And what else? Oh, and then like card wallets, which I have like a whole bin that I'm just like chucking stuff into as I make it. And when the bin is full, then I'll be satisfied with the amount of things that have been made. But anyway, let's continue pinning because these hems are not going to roll themselves. This is my first big like granny square, by the way. Like I've made granny squares before, but they've been like really complicated. And I was like, you know what? There's got to be, I just want to learn the basic granny square, like what is the formula? Also the drawstring is rainbow. Like it's because people memorize this and they just like I was like, what is the easy one? So I found it and I was like, aha, it's just a pattern. Like it doesn't have to be complicated and lacy and have like a flower in the middle and all. Like those are cool, don't get me wrong, but like when you start with the hard version first, it's hard to like figure out the basic things. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this regular. All right, did we decide orientation? Yes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sew a rolled hem on the sides, And then I will make the channel for the tops. And I'm just going to use a regular foot, but I'm still going to. Actually, no, I can use the rolled hem foot for that too. Rolled hem foot for everything, child. Like, it's my favorite thing. So that seam will be finished, right? And then I'm going to do French seams the rest of the way, so everything is finished. There isn't anything like that could snag at your project if you're using like a mohair or something like that. Um, but I have a lot of these to do, so I thought this would be a good thing to do on live and come hang out with y'all and drink milk tea and talk about the heist at the Louvre. Oh my god! One thing about me is that as far as true crime goes, my genre is heist. Like, when they said they Ocean's 8'd the Louvre, I was like, okay, did somebody check and see, like, what is Debbie Ocean's alibi? Like, were the burglars very fashionable women? Like, because they're like, hi, Hannibal King 10. Welcome to the Cozy Crafting Live. I'm looking up because my screen with the chat is up there. So I know it's, I know it looks weird. I'll work on that. I don't know. This is the way that I can see everything. I do not play Roblox, but I'm Roblox curious. I just got my PlayStation, my old school PlayStation hooked up, and I'm about to replay Final Fantasy X. I unfortunately don't have like capture capabilities for Final Fantasy. Um, but you know, I'll be playing it anyway. And then I realized that I have like on the first playthrough, and I didn't even reach the end. I got stuck in Gagazet, okay? Like, I have like 110 hours on that game. Like, hey, okay. I'm pretty sure your name is Polish, and my Polish is very bad. So, welcome, SZ. Okay, so first off, we need the rolled hem foot. Here it is, number 7. So this is the rolled, here we go, the rolled hem foot. It has this little groove in here that you'll kind of like feed your rolled hem through. Very useful foot, makes a really nice finish. And I just learned how to use mine earlier this week, so using the rolled hem on live, we'll see how this works out. Let's get it in there. Okay. Okay. I almost want to mark each one of these, like, this is the side that you're rolling. And I'm gonna pre-fold this edge, or like press it. But the way you do a rolled hem is you fold your edge over twice. I'm using an 1/8 inch seam around an 1/8. Get the pre-fold in there. See, and that's another thing I don't love about polyester is like, it does not hold a crease for anybody. But that's okay, because we're gonna pin it. Like, we'll pin it. See, and that's why ChatGPT put this task first. It was like, oh, you're doing rolled hems on your drawstring bags. You should start that right now. Like, thanks. I will. Ouch. And then I poked myself. Okay, so anyway, about the heist. The heist at the Louvre. AKA, if you're like our newscasters, the larve. Though to be fair, if you don't speak French, that's one of those words that you learn by reading it and you make up a weird pronunciation for it in your head. I wonder if it would be better to clip this. We'll try clipping the next one. So this is, you know what, I'm gonna clip the other side. Yeah, I gotta find the rest of it. You know what, they're probably like clipped on something. Some random binding I haven't finished sewing yet, I don't know. Let me, come back to life, mouse. Scroll in the chat. Okay, it is showing me everything. Yay. Thank you so much for the likes on the clock app. Oh, you know what? I should turn on our super fun gifts. You know what? I can already tell that clips are going to be better. And this hem really comes down to like how good of a like folder you are, I guess. Professional fabric roller over here. I am being a little picky about it, but that's because these are gonna act as part of my finished seam. Like, I know people are looking inside the project bag, but I think it's nice, like, when you do, like, turn a garment or an accessory inside out and, like, all the seams are nice and finished, and you're just like, nice. I thought about serging them, but again, like, if you're putting a really fine yarn in here, like a mohair or something, like, I don't want anything snagging. Okay, so clips for the win. I will not be using the pins for this task. Do I have more clips though? Just barely. Where's that jar? There we go. Sewing ASMR. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I put a heart in the bottom of this bin. There'll be a couple of these for sale, not in this color. I have like a berry and white color. But I think I'm gonna have like a pretty well stocked booth this time. The last time, like, I didn't really know what to expect and it was really hot, so it was like not great conditions for an outdoor shopping experience. But this time, ho ho, we're prepared. You know what, I'm gonna put this where it's not gonna go careening off into the distance. Okay. Whoops. Well, that pin went flying. And that's why I wear shoes in here. That's exactly why. Anyway, the heist. It's so weird to say because it's been so long since we've had like a proper art crime. Like, I think maybe the most recent was the one at that like that person's like mansion that was a museum, like super famous, and I'm convinced it was an inside job. But like they got away with so many things, and there's like books written on this heist. Hang on, I'm gonna find it because I'm like reading it. I mean, I got distracted and switched to something else because you know how readers are. We read all of the things. But I was just like, oh man, there's no way it wasn't an inside job. So what if, this is my theory. Because even like the investigator guy they were talking to was like, you know what? They kind of ate with this heist. Like, they got in, they got out, they got everything they wanted, except they dropped a little bit of it. Like, how are you going to drop a crown? Like, girl, you didn't bring a duffel bag. Like, did you put it on and speed away? Like, was it a distraction? Like, I have so many questions. Like, I was just like, what do you mean? They hit the roof. Like, are you joking? And no, they were not. So hang on, I'll give y'all the name of the book. No, search my library. It's the one about the heist. I mean, I guess we could ask the chat GPT because my library is extensive. Like, we could be scrolling for days. Ooh. And then I'm going to find a bunch of other stuff I wanted to read. Hang on, it's called. Oh, I still have to read Britney Spears' memoir. I'm scared to read it because I know it's going to be so sad, and I'm just like, Britney. Ooh, Warbreaker was a really good book. Hang on, we're getting there. It had like a picture of somebody's like mansion on it too. Unless I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that was a heist. Hmm. Is it Stealing the Show by John Borelli and Zachary S? Oh no. No, it's not that one. This was one that I bought. This is not a free book. We'll keep scrolling. Maybe it was that one. But I definitely like have a whole collection of like heist studies. Maybe that was included with my membership. Oh well. Um, I can find out. The point being, I went on a deep dive to see like, oh, because I was like, oh, well, their jewels were probably like ill-gotten, like through violence and colonialism. And it turns out, no, not so. Napoleon and his booth said, we are very rich and we purchase and commission things, but, like, where did the money come from exactly? Like, you guys were not humble farmers. So, a little sketchy, but not as sketchy as, say, Britain's jewels, which include the Koh-i-Noor, which was snatched out of the crown of a child. So, I mean, I'm not comparing like evil empires or anything, but I feel like at least it wasn't that. Okay, so we'll start it, needle down. And you just kind of like guide this fold in here, and it rolls your head. I mean, your head is already rolled, but it just like secures it. There we go. Ha ha! Okay. I don't know that I can like zoom. I know this is not a great angle of it, but I do have a more specific tutorial on both the Clock app and IG. Oh no! What? This needs to live somewhere else. How about that? I'm pretty sure, yeah, I've done this right. Ha ha! Look, Mara rolled hen. Because we're fancy and we like for things to be finished. Except for where are my little scissors now? Are they in the long arm? No. Craft room sounds. I did not feel like using the giant scissors. Whoa! I'm okay. It was just my watch. To cut this apart. Oh, I'll just use my little seam ripper. Hee hee. I mean, not ideal, but since I don't know where my scissors went and I only have comically large scissors over here. Okay, let's take a look. Nice and neat. Yeah. Only 40,000 more to go. Whoa, what is happening here? There we go. I'm gonna hold my threads. That little groove. And it's not so much like that you put it in there, like you're kind of like guiding it a little bit. Like I was trying to like get it all the way rolled around in there, and that's not how this foot works. So if it's your first time sewing a rolled hem, like the first one always comes out like crap, you know, it's like the first pancake. Like the first one's always weird. And then you go, oh, okay, I see. Like, I understand. Like Quippy. I guess I'm gonna find little scissors. Or I'm just gonna use these big guys. Like, I feel like I just had them. Okay, so those are my side seams. And then I'll do this top one. I need to decide, like, okay, there we go. Checking all the comments, make sure I don't miss any. Okay, so now I have to decide, like, what size I actually want the channel to be so that these will all be consistent. With this one, I guessed. Let's see. So, I mean, I guess let's just do an inch, half inch. It doesn't need to be that big because all I'm doing is feeding a cord through it. So we'll see, because I fold it twice, right? So we'll do the half inch. And I'm gonna clip it. Okay. That looks consistent. And I'm gonna fold it again. Close enough. And I'm gonna match these up better in a second. Nope, is that too much? Okay. The only thing is, you know what, I'm gonna use the edge foot for this, because this fold is now too thick to go through the roll time foot. I remember I learned that lesson the hard way. Do I have an edge foot here? I do. Hee hee. Okay. So we'll just put that there for the moment. Nope. Yeah, backwards is best. There we go. And I am just going to move my needle. Let's get this clip down. Let's see, where is it right now? because I really want it to be on the very edge. Nope. Wrong button. I need to see where it is. Oh, that's too far. Go here. Nope, one more. Okay, that'll work. And I'm just gonna do a couple back stitches to reinforce it. Is this the right? Okay. Whew. I was like, is this right side up? It would have been an upside down little bag. Like, womp womp. It would have been an upside down little bag. Please. Whoa. Road clip. Whoa. Hey now. That was sketchy. Lego my thread. Okay, that's one. I mean, this prep part like takes a little while, but most of the work is now done. So all the seams on the inside will be finished. The bottom seam will be a French seam, that'll be finished, like. And unlike quilting cotton, polyester is like a really durable, so. And yeah, that is big enough. Because it's just a cord going in here, like, so that'll work. Okay, that's one. Let's do the next little guy. Okay. Rolled hem foot. Throw everything. Hello, sewing foot. There we go. I wonder if I can use my little folder to, no, it did not care. It gave 0 cares about the folder. Okay, it sort of cares about it. Well, because if I could just get like a preliminary fold going. The most tedious part of making little project bags. These tiny seams, tiny rolled seams. So for my marketing, my term project, we are creating a marketing plan for a product. I chose Bernina's line of overlockers. And I'm looking at all the features and everything, and I'm like, You know, this is kind of fancy. And somewhere in there, they talked about like making the tiniest rolled hems. And I was like, ooh, I have use for minuscule rolled hems. I looked at the price of one of those things, I almost fell out of my chair. But for this project, it's kind of fun because, like, we get to make product suggestions or, like, alter the product in some way. And my suggestions, I'm sure, are very expensive. And I should put in there, like, and also we're gonna raise the price so it's even more exclusive. Because, like, exclusivity dollars are a thing. Like, don't Bernina is an amazing brand. They are eco-conscious, they're built to last, like they are at the forefront of like engineering. They're very like they understand their target and they make the features that that target wants. But you can always like add things. And I'm just like, what if? So I'm pretty sure my teacher is grading all our work today. So if you see me kind of like looking off to my other screen, it's because I'm checking to see if my grade is there. Because either I nailed this or I completely missed the point. Like I I don't know. I feel like I've done pretty well in all the other sections so far, so I don't think there's any reason to suspect that I would bomb this one. But I am not the friend that's going to tell you not to buy something. I'm going to be like, ooh, and you could pair it with this and da 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 da. So the section reads kind of like that. I'm like, we could do this and this and this, and if we did this, then these people and no 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 no. No 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 no. Like that. That's what it sounds like. So I'm like, I'm anxious to see if I have good ideas or crap ideas. Like I don't know. I don't actually know. All right. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need to reset my stitch. I mean, I'm sure this is fine, but I need to make sure that this will be in there. Take this clip out. There we go. It also helps if you like hold the sides of the roll, like of the hem, and like kind of just scooch it in there. Just scooch it in. This is not a fast sewing operation, but it looks nice. And we like for our things to look nice. Did my needle bend? And I'm going to finish one of these on live with y'all just to make sure that my design works. Because I made a change and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. You know what? I could just get the little clippy scissors. I don't want to stand up though, because there's all sorts of stuff above my head and I'm clumsy in here. Okay, that's one. Pretty consistent. Why is there pink in the bobbin? I meant, wait a minute. What? Oh, because this is the outside. Well, it doesn't matter anyway because this is going to be an inside edge. Like, we're not even going to see it. I was just like, oh, different. Okay. And I'm just going to roll and pin. Trying to press it was not, it's not the move. So if you didn't know how to sew a rolled hem, now you do. And I say an eighth-ish, like, because I'm not actually measuring, but I know it's less than a quarter inch, like, or if it is a quarter inch, it's like right on it. Oh, quarter inch. Well, good to know that I can eyeball quarter inch seams. Okay. Those are all my, there we go. There we go. I feel like I can never have enough project bags. Thank you all so much for the likes. We reached 1K likes on the clock app. Yes, lurk away and do work. Hang on, I can't see. List 3 You know what? Actually, there isn't even an R. Hang on. I can get this. Wisteria XO. Boom. I understand wheat speak. It's been a minute. Like, I'm from the 1900s, okay? But welcome. Feel free to body double and lurk. I got it. Oh, you mean like the flower that kills demons in Demon Slayer? I have a really pretty set of paintings, abstractish, of wisteria flowers. That purple is like chef's kiss. Is the new season of Demon Slayer out yet? Like, I haven't been keeping up with it because I'm in school right now, so I'm saving all my TV to watch like when the semester is over. But the way they ended the whole, like, I mean, I promise no spoilers, but I'm just very anxious, like, to know what happens next. Like, I'm very concerned. This seam guide is like my favorite thing. If you are a sewist and you don't have one of these, I highly recommend getting one because it's the way to get consistent seams. It's a good tool. Whoops. Nope. And I mean, I'm doing a lot with the roll 10 and everything, so I mean, I am doing much. It's the more consistent I can get these to be, the nicer they will look in the display. Okay. Fold down. Oops. Everyone says from Demon Slayer, I just love purple and it happened to be yeah, like I mean, Wisteria existed before Demon Slayer, but I feel like it was such an integral like part of the story that more people know about it than normally would. Don't know if the new season is out. Have more to watch. Yeah, for sure. I might just start the season over. Like when I'm waiting for a new season of something to come out, I'll just watch the previous seasons. And by the time I'm done with that, it's time for the new season. You know what I'm not gonna do when I'm like batch sewing these off of live is keep switching the feet back and forth. I'm just gonna do all the rolled seams and then all the edge seams, and it'll just be like a little assembly line. Why do I keep wanting to put this foot on backwards? Because it seems like this part would be in the back. And that's all there is to it. Like, okay. So the question is, should I move the needle or should I leave it where it is? I'm just gonna leave it where it is. Right, because yeah, it's right on the edge where I want it to be. That light bulb is hot. This is like an older machine, so the bulb is incandescent. Like, it's kind of warm. Every time I touched it, I'm like, yes. Wait a minute. Did I run out of... I ran out of bobbin. Boo. That is okay because I have more. Maybe. Do I have more gray bobbin? Ooh, I do not have more gray bobbin. No, wait, yes I do. Okay, except everything and its sister is in the way. So me. Ugh. Empty bobbin. I should probably like wind another one, but I don't feel like it. We're just gonna play like bobbin chicken. Uh-oh. Oh no. Don't be weird, bobbin. Okay. I mean, is this as convenient as singers drop-in bobbin? No. But it works, so I can't be too mad about it. There we go. Boom. I can't believe I just ran out of bobbin. I mean, I can, but like, it was just so unceremonious. All right. I'll just overlap it. And then I had the nerve to take my clips out with no bobbin. Hey guys, now that it's not like super hot in this room, I can actually strain for a decent amount of time. And I feel like even when it gets cold in here, it's not gonna be as bad as when it was hot and I was trying to strain. Look at us, we got a fresh bobbin. Okay, so now in theory, we're doing in theory now. So I'm gonna, well, they came out different sizes. Like I said, it's an 1/8-ish seam. Oh, they're not too bad. Okay, so I'm gonna clip these. No, wait, French. Wrong sides facing. I don't know that I should do French seams on the sides though. Okay, I have a conundrum. Because I do want all the seams to be finished, so let me think this through. We'll do these seams the regular way. And then no, that doesn't work either. How can I do this? How did I do this? Like, what did I do? I'm trying to refine it. Like, maybe this is the only way that it can be done. But like, oh, I just rolled it. Oh. I rolled it over. That's not great though. You know what? We're doing the French seams. Let's try it. Because I'll just do them kind of tiny. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. We'll just do them kind of little. In theory, this should work. I mean, y'all saw the first ones. But if I can't get them to sew cleanly, I have an issue. Okay. The other ones are not going to take this long to make. It's just, I'm like figuring out the process here. Yeah, because then all the seams will be finished. I'm gonna try edge stitching this. It should be fine. Sketchy. All right, I'm gonna move the needle over a little bit. Oh, no, I started this side. This is like right on the thready part. I think that's okay. 1.5. Let's try this. Oh, I'm nervous. And I'm gonna do a little back stitch. Or not. Or not. Mr. Pfeiffer said, no, you're not. Okay. I'm on the other side of this seam. I'm pretty sure I had that needle. I will change it in a minute. Yikes, why are you making that sound? Mr. Pfeiffer, please. What has happened here? My bobbin has broken? What? When did that happen? Having bobbin issues. I'm gonna have to change this needle because now it is definitely bent. Okay, what needle was I using? Needles. Needles. Where are all the sewing needles? Oh wait, that's not even the Georgia Baker one. My bad. They're over here. I thought I had one out already. Microtex. You know what? I will use the Microtex. You know what I learned about these little cases? You know how we're always trying to like pull that, whoa, hey now, pull this off. It's not necessary because this part bends back so you can pull the needle out. And I was a way grown adult when I learned that. I was so very grown. So now you know, you don't have to pull these cases all the way apart. Actually, you know, let me put this in here. All right, my super bent needle and broken thread. I wonder if I can just pull that up out of there. Come on. No, it's definitely stuck. Okay. So let's address the bobbin first, because that is a problem. Jeez. What got tangled? Hang on a minute. That was weird. Okay. I'm hesitant to like blame the way the bobbin is wound because like it's just probably not the case. But let me pull the thread up. Ow! The needle is still plenty sharp. It's just at this point, so do I have, oh, I can just, we'll just use my little hanky. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty bent. Got my little prescription bottle of dead needles. Okay. I know there's only one way that these go in, which is nice. So hold please while I change this needle and try not to burn myself. Where are those things I had? Oh, it's so hot. Okay. Cool. Let's see if my threader works now, because I suspect this needle has been bent for a while and I've just been like stubbornly sewing with it. I can't tell if that's going through the needle or not. It might be. I don't know, I can't see. I need bifocals. There we go. Hooray! Whoops. Come on, thread. Don't be sketchy. Okay. So let's try that again. What do I do with that foot? Uh-oh. I lost my machine foot. Did I put it back? No. Gone. Did Did I throw it in here? No, y'all. I had that in my hand. Oh, here it is, right in front of my face. I'm like, I had that in my hand. There's no way that I just immediately lost it. But as we know, there is. Okay, so where were we? We were in the middle of sewing this rather sketchy seam. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be the way. Okay, good, it was a clip. I was like, was that a needle? Or a pin? All right, so let's try that again. Because it sounded fine. Nope. 2 more stitches. Oh, these are relatively the same size. Relatively. Yeah, new needle makes everything better. Okay. Let's just see. Because I definitely don't want to get caught up in this seam. See, it already almost looks like a bag. Okay. So I'm going to clip the corners. I'm going to flip it. I guess to be fair, I only need the rolled hem a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to do them all like this, but we shall see. I don't know if I'm going to do them all like this. Got my all-purpose fit. And I only say I don't know if I'm going to do them all like this because I'm like losing what's the word? I'm losing inches of like bag space. So I mean this is a good size, but we're gonna do that seam, that Frenchy seam, and it's gonna be even more. So I'm just gonna mark where the seam is with pins. And that way there will be no doubt that we are sewing correctly. What I should do is carefully flip this. But I don't feel like poking myself with a pin, so I'm just gonna take a look in here. That looks, alright, yeah, that looks pretty alright. And for continuity's sake, I love a good old multi-purpose bag. Okay, so we're pinned, and we're gonna hope for the best, because maybe the roll 10 is only necessary for part of this. Like, for the first, I don't know, 3 inches. And maybe after that, it's just like a regular seam. I don't know. I think I'm gonna end up changing the process for this. We'll see though, because if this looks really, really nice, then like, I might do it this way, but I feel like it's kind of like hurting me for time. Oh. Oh. Nope, I do have to start on this side. Well, okay, and I'm gonna put this back where it goes. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. This might be too much seam. I mean, that's a lot of seam. Okay, so I have another way that I was gonna do this, and that was with a serged situation, overlock stitch. So I guess I'll try it that way in the next one. All my pins are trying to come out of their little holder. There we go. Well, I hope everybody's having like a nice productive Monday. I have been nonstop sewing, crocheting, doing homework, updating website, writing blog posts, watching the news about the heist. I wonder if they're gonna catch those people. Like, that was profesh. Like, I think we all thought the news was joking when they were like, and in other news, the Louvre got heisted. Debbie Ocean had no comment. But yeah, somebody was like, we should go get those big old blingy Liz Taylor jewels. And their accomplices were like, yeah, let's go do that. Sounds like fun. We can make a weekend of it. Okay. So let's flip it. I mean, it looks nice. And like, oh, random threads, hold up, cut those. But I just, makes it kind of small. Oh, just use my little corner poker. I mean, these are real strong seams. So, I mean, whatever you stuff in here is going to be just fine. The only thing is this bit. Yeah, the French seam is too much. Okay. Also, the channel is a little weird on this one. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'll probably just take this apart. So that was kind of a fail. I have another idea. Because what I could do is just roll some of the seams. Hear me out. I make this one long panel and I will overlock stitch it. Oh, that's right. So I need this fruit. I have another idea. Whoa, hey. Hey now. Okay, so we will piece this into a long piece of fabric. And then just roll one edge. Or I could serge both edges. Like, I don't know if it really matters. But since I'm only doing one drawstring, I don't need both things. Why is my thread stuck again? There we go. Okay, so let's do an overlock stitch. Overcast. We'll just do this one. And I'm gonna hope and pray that this does not shred my fabric. Yeah, that looks fine. I'm just gonna go ludicrous speed because this stitch can take like a while. Okay, I have another idea for the order of operations. I think this might work better. Because it's really just like a what order to do the steps in thing. Okay, so one long piece of fabric. We're doing 1, 2. Okay. I could even stitch that down if I wanted. You know what, I might stitch it down. Okay, so now because I would think that I could make this channel and then sew my seams and then just kind of like tuck this, right? Like I should be able to just tuck it after the fact. Let's do an experiment here because I think this might be the way to go. You know what I am gonna do? I am gonna encase that seam though. Oh, no. I'll just top stitch it then. I don't mind the look of top stitching. We'll top stitch it. Okay. I'm thinking real hard. Like, sewing is hard. I'm using this wider foot so I can see. Okay. There. Nice little top stitch. Yeah, okay, so, my headphones. I think what happens is I have to sneeze. I fold this channel over once. Well, actually, I guess I could pull one of those. See, and then that way I don't have to worry about both pieces matching up because it's just one piece. One piece to rule them all. And this I will pin. Yeah, this will be faster. Whoops, that is not any kind of straight. Why'd y'all let me do that? Whoops. Sketchy. Is that? Ooh, I thought it was doing that. That's so annoying. Oops. That was not a pin. relax this a little bit. This looks pretty good. Okay, so my theory is I'll sew this channel first, and like only up to a certain point though. So I'll mark it here, and then I'll mark the other side, and I'll give myself some space to then fold the rest of that edge in. This should work. Should. I don't know if it actually will, but it should work. So we'll see. Do a couple back stitches. Ooh, I like this foot. It has a little red guide on it for me. That is so helpful. Except I'm stitching on white, so it's like kind of hard to see. Cat hair on my face. You know how I know? Because it's making my nose itchy. Okay, and I'm going to be super careful going over these extra layers, because I don't want Mr. Pfeiffer to whine. Like, he's not as whiny as Ronaldo, but like, he still gets a little tantrum going every now and again. I think this way is gonna work. I mean, I guess I'm gonna write a tutorial on these. Maybe that can be the November project. Okay. And leave myself some space. Okay, so that's part 2. All right, so now I have my little channel sewn. And then the last bit is to sew the rest of the bag together, right? But I only have to do it around one side. So I guess I'll start here. Should I serge the ends? I could do that. No, I still kind of want to do the French seam. I'm a chaos goblin. I don't know what to tell you. I think it'll work this way. It just wasn't going to work the other way. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's gonna work this time. Cause even this is still like pretty thin. So let's try it. Pin this. Or actually no, I'll just clip it. And then I'll mark with a pin where the opening is here. All right. This is a little fiddly. So I don't really need that clip now that I pinned. Okay. And then I'll use my little mark on the other side. I feel like this little red mark on this foot was meant for French seams. Okay, this fabric moves around quite a bit. Let's take a look at the other side. I've got everything. Yes. Both of y'all together. There we go. You better not be eating up that fabric. Don't worry, it is. Okay, and then maybe just super careful. Okay, we're almost there. You know what I forgot? No, wait, because I'm only doing the one opening. Clever girl. Okay. I just have to trust the process. Like I am trying. Okay. And then that corner is so tiny, I'm not gonna bother flipping it or clipping it. One of those. Yeah, see, that's a much better bag size. This seam is super tiny. Yep. Okay, where's that little poker I had? I mean, if you can swing it, it's worth it to do the French seams. Okay, and I'm right. I can just fold this in. And do a little like top stitch situation. I mean, what I'd end up doing is just folding it in this way. Oh wait, but I can't do that, can I? Because I need this to be open. Yikes. Did I make an error? No, I'm still pretty sure that this works. Just gotta fold it. And then I will catch the end of this seam. And I do the rest, I suppose. Actually, now I don't know. There we go. Okay, so before I sew this seam, I'm gonna do this part. That was absolutely fiddly. Oh yeah, so a little fiddly, but I think the clean finish is worth it to me. Like, I'm not gonna tell people how to sew their channels for their bags. That is none of my concern. Uh-oh. Dang it, I gotta quit snapping that bobbin thread. Okay, I just had to confirm that that was gonna work. So there we go. This is sewn in and I only have a tiny seam to deal with. So I'll go around the edges and then that'll be done. And I'll put, this is a better size. This is bigger. Like, this is too little. Like, this is like mini. I mean, I'll still put a drawstring in it and use it, but like, it's too small. It's too mini. I'll see if I can fix this or do something with it. Okay. So let's do this other side. So, still a little fiddly, but not too bad. Not my nail polish is peeling off. I mean, if I'm honest, it's been time to do my nails for a while. Alright, I'm gonna pin this. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 6:11. How long have I been on live? Oh! Now that I've been on here for 2 hours. Okay, well this is gonna be a long a long, cozy, crafty session. Abby, hi! Yes, don't forget what you were gonna message me. Listen, I get distracted so easily. I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna message so and so, and then I'm like off doing something else. And Mr. Heather's like, weren't you gonna? And I'm like, I was. I forgot completely and totally. Okay. Let me make sure that I have everything out of the way. Who knew that drawstring bags were gonna be like the point of frustration? Jeez, oh Pete's. Ah! And I was already going backwards. That's okay, because I'm gonna go all the way off. Ooh, you know what? I did that with no bobbin. You know what's not helpful? Sewing without your bobbin thread. Well, at least now it's tacked down a little bit. I'll pull that thread out later. We're gonna see if this works. I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, bobbin. This is one of the weirdly wound bobbins, unfortunately. Yeah, kind of a bummer, but we make do. What is that? Oh my God, what is that? It's a random piece of thread that got stuck under there. Okay. I'm gonna just leave that little part off. I'm gonna pull this thread out because we don't need it. Okay. There we go. Should I clip it? Whoops. Nope. Ah! Backwards again. I'm gonna overlap a couple stitches. And then hopefully, what the F? Why not? Help. My bobbin is simply not working. I will hand sew this. Like, I'm absolutely not above doing that. All right, let me clip this and see what is going on. Is there like something stuck in here? Sometimes there's like a little piece of thread or something that's like stuck in the bobbin casing. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm about to just switch bobbins, like I'll switch to a different color. Unless I've not like loaded it properly, but I'm pretty sure I have. Let's do a little test piece, I guess, because what is happening? I need a scrap. Oh, okay. I'll take a long scrap. There we go. That was so weird. Yeah, and I will just chain piece this, whatever. Actually, no, let me use the seam ripper for this. And how about I don't poke myself in the eye? Okay, yay! Now I think this worked. Well, I got real sweaty trying to make it, but we did okay. Okay, so now, because my other seam is finished, I only have to sew 2 more seams. And I think I can get away with doing a 1/4 inch. I think. That is my theory. Let's see. And even if I do a 1/4 inch, like, this is still a lot of bag space, project bag space. Jennifer, hi! I'm making little mini project bags. Like suffering through it. They're very much experimentational, but I got the hang of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a full 1/4 inch seam. Right? Because this is like, I think this should work. Because where is such a tiny seam? So yeah, I think a 1/4 inch will work. Dang it. Sewing forwards is just like not my strong suit today. Thank you all so much for the likes and the clock app. I know it's been a while since I've streamed, but to be fair, I have to do all my homework first. And then if I get that done, I can do like craft projects. And then if I get those done, then I can hang out. My pedal is like sliding away from me. Having a problem. And then is this scene finished? No, it's not. Okay, so I need to figure out. Nice. I think this is gonna work. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. And I'll just have to remember to stop. Okay. I think this is successful. I hope. Let's cross our fingers. Yes! And I am actually gonna put the string through before I cut it this time. Yeah, there we go. That is a good size little mini project bag. Okay, yas. All right. The question is, you know what, my little bobkin can't fit. I guess I'm gonna use safety pin. Oh, I mean, this goes through pretty easily. That's the only thing. I didn't mean to make this that small. I have a dilemma. Fine, I guess I'll just do it the safety pin way. I despise the safety pin way. It only kind of works. But since it's all I've got. And I have the nerve to have a large safety pin here. I think the thinking is that like safety pins just kind of fit through everything. You can feel where they are. They've already got a little hook on the bottom of them. Oh good, I'm glad that middle seam wasn't an issue. I thought it was gonna be. I was a little concerned. mess with my scene. Hang on. I almost got it. Come on, you can do it. I'm trying to get it through without getting it stuck. This is another job for the hemostat. Because why are you being so annoying? Oh no! And then it decided to do that anyway. Cool. Thanks, braided cord. And I'm gonna skedaddle because there's like quite a bit of noise going on in the kitchen now. Oh, okay. Jeez. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out. I'm gonna get going, but this worked. The drawstring works. This is a nice size little project bag. So I figured out my formula, and maybe I'll see some of y'all who live in Coachella Valley at College of the Desert's Art Fair in November. So thank y'all so much for hanging out, and I'll see y'all next live. I'm gonna do more now since it's like not 1,000 degrees outside. Bye. Hang on, my mouse isn't even working. The outro is always a little dodgy. Have a good night, everybody.